Mark, Mark, Mark.
Carla? What are you doing back here? I wasn't sleeping. I was just concentrating on making more money.
Oh, Mark, I'm not Carla. I'm the spirit of Grace past. I've come to take you on a journey. Your heart has grown cold and greedy. And you know, that's not what Grace is all about.
I'm not greedy. I just like making money. Somebody's got to be thinking about it.
Oh, Mark, of course money is a necessity, but it isn't the most important thing. And you used to know that. My mother, the original Grace, was a caring woman who wanted others to love quilting as much as she did. And my brother created the company to spread the message of passion and joy.
Your brother? Your mother? I thought you said you weren't Carla.
Oh, Mark. Come on, Mark. Look how much fun we were having.
We? Are you or are you not Carla?
Shh. Look.
Hi, Carla. How are you doing today?
Mark, hi. How are you? Are you ready for today?
I am so ready for
All
the
right.
demonstration. And you know, before we get started, Carla, I just want to say how important connecting people with their passions is.
Oh,
That is
for
just like
sure.
the most important thing. Money, I've never cared about it.
No. You guys, this brings us so much joy to bring you this. We are going to bring TrueCut.
So what do we want to go over first here? Because there's like so many awesome things to choose from here.
Well,
it's just hard to pick.
It
You know,
is.
one thing, a comfort cutter. I don't know where that went. Do you?
Ooh, our new comfort cutter.
Ah, here it is. I found it. All right. So the first thing that we're going to go over today is our awesome comfort cutter.
So everyone knows your standard rotary blade cutter. It's straight, it cuts, it's round, but I have been cutting all day long, and my wrist is killing me because it has just been straight all day long.
Well, I just have the perfect solution for you. Our comfort cutter, it is ergonomic and it does look a little bit weird, but it's great because this allows you to use the pressure of your palm and you're right over it for cutting. So that way we're no longer with this one where your fingers getting all bent here, and you know that, like you're saying, your wrist, Carla, that's been like, you know, all day long when we're cutting. And also, why don't you point out the other awesome thing about TrueCut, which is the guide. That is really
Yes,
part of it.
okay, so the comfort cutter has a guide here. So when you first get it, it will come with a guide. It also comes with just a normal cap if you're not going to use our rulers. But guys, our rulers have a lip and edge on both sides. And that is so you can take advantage of this nice gap right here. It fits right on. So when I'm cutting, I can make a perfectly straight line. Look at that, straight, nice cut. Now, Mark, why is this ruler staying on my material so tight?
That is because our True Grips. And Carla, it doesn't look like we actually have any on here. But let me show you what those are like. So these are our True Grips right here. And they are little stickies. I'm actually just gonna open this up right here. So I'm just gonna get this one open and we'll put one on just to show. So there's these little circles and it comes with 15 of each one. And there's the little ones and also the bigger ones. But these are just little stickers on here that you just peel right off. And these actually come with the perfect spots to put those in. There's little circles so we know exactly where to put those. And in that little spot right there, you can see that it's really hard and you can see it kind of rotates around it. So if you have this all over your ruler, it sticks a lot better. And that's really good because if we're also have this attached to the fabric comes with it. So that way, then when you slip, you know, the fabric isn't slipping, you're not gonna have, you know, you get a cut once and you don't waste your fabric.
So why do we have these holes in here? Why do I need those for?
You know, that is a great question. So one thing that we can use them for is they're on every 1/4 inch. So that means that we can mark with a pencil or pen in the 1/4 inch. And it's also the material that it's made out of is much more flexible and durable. It's not going to chip. And so that's part of the manufacturing process. So it's really great and really resistant. So also something else that we want to talk about as well is, you know, this ruler that we have is really awesome, but every single ruler that we have, Carla, every single one has the edges on there. So we have all sorts of different shapes and sizes on our website, and There's like a longer, like a 3x18. There's even triangles, all sorts of fun.
Kite?
I know.
Can I get a kite?
You can get a kite one. So, you know, we did dig on the straight cutter a little bit, but something that is awesome about our straight cutters is that they are quick release. So look at this, just like that.
Wait, my blade
And
didn't fall off and roll
blade
on the
doesn't fall
ground.
off. So that's because it also has a magnet. So, you know, you can just put that right up on there and then put that right back in. Look at that.
Perfect.
I
I
know, it's so
love
easy.
that.
And also, okay, a question I get, and I know you know the answer to this, is can I use other brand blades with our cutters?
Yes. So you can use other type of blades. Of course, you want to make sure, if you can see, there's these 3 little notches right here. You do want to make sure that your blades have that for it to work.
So anything with that tri-wing blade design will work, but our blades are the SK steel, and they're really great in quality, so they'll last you a long time. And
Well,
now,
what do I do when my blade gets dull?
now that's a great question. I was about to say, we have 2 other things on the table here, Carla, that are for sharpening blades. So that way you can use it at least one more time. You get twice out of 1 blade. So this one has a stone on one side. And so what you'll do is you'll take this, and I'm not actually going to run it through, but you go back and forth, and you can keep it on here, and you don't actually even have to take the blade out at all. You can just leave it in and go back and forth, and you know what you can actually do is hone it at the same time.
Oh,
you know,
turn it around.
so
Okay.
when, you know, as you're cutting, as you cut some, you don't have to wait until your blade gets dull to sharpen it, because it's so easy, because it's just on the table. You can just sharpen it a little bit and keep going on. Now tell me about our electric sharpener, Carla.
Oh, so the electric sharpener. So all you have to do with this one is open it up. It's got a diamond blade on one side, diamond blade on the other side. I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to set it right in. It does come with some tweezers if you don't want to have to touch that yourself. And I'm going to close it. I'm going to let it go for about 15 seconds, and then I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to flip it over. Why am I flipping it over when there's a blade on 2 sides? Well, we want to make sure that it is honing that at exactly the same way on both sides.
Consistency.
So then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to try it. If it's a little bit dull still, put it back in, do it another 15 seconds on each side, and try it again.
Awesome, Carla. Thank you so much for showing that. And it's awesome because this actually just plugs straight into the wall. So no batteries or anything. You just plug that right in the wall. It actually comes with some tweezers too, because you know it's a little bit dangerous to play around with blades, and you got to be careful because you're going to get cut. And that's also a general thing about TrueCut in general, is easy, safe, and accurate. Oh yes, I almost forgot about. I don't know. I just, you know, I almost forgot about it,
my
but I
favorite.
gotta say, is one of my favorite as well. It is the circle cutter, and it just makes it so easy to do circles. So let me show you, Carla, how easy it is to make circles. And tell me, how difficult is it to make circles without circle cutters?
I cannot cut a circle at all.
You're
So-
folding it up, and then you're cutting it out, and then it's kind of a circle, but not really a
It's
circle.
not- and
So
it gets smaller and smaller as I'm trying to make it round, and pretty soon my big circle is now this big.
yeah, it's like kind of like a snowman, reverse snowman.
Exactly, right?
So on this one, this is our circle cutter, and I'm gonna move the safety out of the way, but there's a little thing right here. This pushes down, and there's a little blade in there. So I'm gonna pull this up. This is how you can refill it. So you can get new blades. You can take it, it comes with a little cartridge on it, so it makes it easy and safe to put in, and then you just press that down into there. And then you put this back down, and then there's this little section right here. You can press down on it, and there's a little pin right here. So when we have this on here, it keeps this,
my
it holds
fabric.
it on.
All right.
And also you can see this is really wide as well. So that
Right.
way our fabric isn't getting caught or anything. So this is, you know, smoothing it over, and it's not getting caught on anything. And now,
What's the dial here with the measurements?
that's a great question. So this is for the diameter of the circle. You can do anywhere from a 2-inch up to a 12.5-inch diameter circle. So right now we have it set on 5, and there's a little dial right here. You can loosen this and adjust it in between. So I'm going to go back down to 5 right here and just twist this to lock that into place. And then here we go. Ready for this? Ta-da! Just like that.
Look, it's a perfect
Have you ever made a circle
circle.
that easy?
I have never made a circle that
All right,
easy.
let's do another circle. We'll just show how easy. We'll do even a slightly bigger circle now. And just put that right there in the center. And you want to use
I
your
like the way you're doing this.
non-dominant hand.
Okay.
And you're reaching under, and you just like that. And look at that. That is just so cute. And what I also love about this as well is so many different creative things you can do with it.
I just noticed I can do more than a circle.
I know, it's crazy. You can do, this is like a leaf that you have, a leaf, and then you can go on the other side, do another leaf, and then look, you even have like a little apple core right there. So
An apple core. I can
know.
put it, we can make a computer quilt. Take a bite out of it.
So, yep, you can do all sorts of different shapes and sizes, so many different fun things
That is
that you can't
amazing.
usually do because circles are just annoying to
No,
make.
I
You know, it's hard to do one with scissors or even
Right.
with a blade.
Now, there's one thing that we didn't talk about yet on our demonstration. We didn't talk about what we're cutting on today. I don't want to cut on my table. I have to use this for dinner tonight.
I
What
know.
do we use?
So this is our cutting mat. It is 24, oh, hold on. Yep, 24 by
36.
36.
Right?
Thank you. I think so,
24
yeah.
by
That's
36.
24 by
Let's
36.
look. There's
I told you, this is our
measurements on
second demo.
here.
We're just getting started.
24 by 36. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're just getting started in the legacy of the Grace Company. I know it's going to be a legacy. Anyway,
gonna be great.
it's
It
going to be
is gonna
great.
be great.
So, yep, 24 by 36. And what's great about this one, Carla, is look, you know, after we're done with this side, it's self-healing, 5-layer, so it's going to last you a long time, but it's got another side on it. So it's 2 in 1.
Sides.
Yeah.
And so we've got all our measurements on this side, and what's on the other side?
More measurements.
More measurements?
I know, right?
Oh, perfect. So when this one starts to get worn out, I've got a whole nother side.
Got a whole nother one on there.
And it's got all of these markings to do a 90-degree angle. I've got some bias, some grains here to go lengthwise and vertical.
Yeah, you got all the different biases, all the different measurements, so you're all good to go. It's a great cutting mat.
That's perfect.
You know, another thing I wanted to say too, because I was saying it's hard to cut circles, and that's true, but one thing with our comfort cutters is it's actually super easy to steer. Wherever you point your finger, it kind of goes, because you're closer to it. You can see how easy I can
right.
turn it, versus with one of these, you know, I'm kind of further away from it. It's a little bit awkward. So this one, I can just make a little circle, like so easily. You can make all sorts of fun shapes just like that. I know.
That's awesome. Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but right now I'm left-handed. It might change later.
Yeah.
But
So you're
how do
saying
I
if you
change
happen
that
to
out?
change, if you
Right.
happen to change what hand you use
Right.
dominantly.
Can I? Do I have to just use it as a righty? Which?
No, we can switch it for you. It's super easy. And so all we do is we're going to take the blade out, and also, did you see that? This is quick release.
It came right out.
So there's no screwing, there's no keeping track of little bits and pieces. So
Right.
that just comes right out like that. And so then we're going to put that aside for a second, and then we're just going to pop this one out. And on this side, same thing, like this, like that, and then push this back in. So this is really easy to do. You're just snapping these parts and sliding them back in. And look at that. Look, I do happen to be right-handed, and I know I don't plan on changing what hand I use. I'm pretty confident I'm going to stay right-handed. So now this is set up for me. We're going to go ahead and just put that on there. And again, with the guide, put that on. Boom, just like that, Carla. Do you see that?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I'm so excited about this product. It's going to do so well.
It is gonna do
You
so
guys
well.
are going to love this. It's going to bring so much joy. Doing that piecing work, making all of these designs is just so much easier.
And you know what else too? One last thing is that this comes in all different sizes. Same with our straight cutter. We got the 60, we got the 45, which is the most common, and then we also have the 28. So we have all the sizes that you could ever want.
And we have it in this, in my comfort
Yes,
cutter.
We got the comfort cutter, we got the straight cutter, we have all of them. That's TrueCut.
Don't you miss that, Mark?
Look how naive I was, thinking that joy and happiness would make me money.
That was a nice demo, guys. I hope it's enough to keep us open, though. Times are tough, and we may have to close our company before next Christmas if we can't get our sales up.
That was when I resolved to be the best salesman around. I would save this company whether I was liked or not. Money is the only thing that keeps our doors open.
Mark, you've worked so hard, but don't let your need for one erase the other. Before this night is through, I hope you know what is most important.